Hi everybody, this is Alchemist2 and I'm back again with another book review. I just recently read Subjected Parrallax by G.F. Smith. This is actually written by a local author from Brown County in Indiana, and I thought that was very interesting. I didn't know who this G.F. Smith was. I picked it up because the whole idea, the subject really fascinated me, but basically it is about time travel, M theory, and it's also about the subject of free will and predestination, religion, philosophy, purpose, and the whole idea of if we have free will, then why do so many bad things happen to good people? That's been a question that philosophers have asked since time immemorial. And one of the questions that one of the characters actually postulates in the story is if why did God subject his creation to a box instead of letting them go wherever he wished? Are we born with sin? Is sin thrust upon us? Or I am of the belief that all human beings are predisposed to be good, because we have a conscience that God gave us. Now we can either act on that, or we can decide to go a different route entirely. And this book poses a lot of questions that will make your brains rattle. And I was reading a lot of the different tales that were being told throughout the book itself, and the parallax itself, the parallax construer, they call it the PC. It allows the characters to go when they want, or I should say anywhere, when. And one of the characters actually meets Albert Einstein, and he pushes him to develop the theory of relativity. Another meets children and speaks to them, and he gets a little bit jealous of the other doctor, and it's really amusing. And there are just so many things that I absolutely love about this book, and if you see it in your library, pick it up, because it is absolutely enthralling, and it will keep you riveted. And apparently this is a trilogy, and you can read it in any order. I'm going to flip to the back page here of the book itself and talk about the author, because I do believe he deserves credit where credit is due. It says, G.F. Smith. Subjected, the entire three-book series explores a topic that has been considered extraordinarily controversial throughout humanity's history: creation and evolution, science and religion, God and aliens, life and purpose, etc. Foremost, I did not write these books to propagate, promulgate, proselytize, or in any other way preach the supremacy of one perspective. I'm truly just a humble, genuine man with more questions than answers. I can relate to this man. I do suppose, though, to quote the books, that life has its reasons. I think, and that is deeply related throughout the entire series, that there is more going on than we know. Don't I know it? I know from experience. We all came from somewhere, and the flow of time is apparently taking us somewhere. Where is that? I don't know exactly, but I do believe the following. We, all those science guys actually, have discovered that everything is made of energy and lives in a universe of the extremely big quadrillion, trillion, gazillion stars, galaxies, clusters, nebulae, black holes, etc., in which exists an envelope of space that is not only apparently growing, but accelerating in its expansion. We have also discovered a universe in the small, which, in and of itself, appears to contain just as many. There should be so many? No, just as many. He's correct. Just as many subcomponents as the big universe has large ones. And we, mysteriously, have found ourselves smack in the middle, looking up and looking down, consciously considering all that is, and we scratch our little heads asking, why? The amazing part is that we have learned all this through our little 3.5-pound brains. wow, how'd we do that? Which just led me to think that there is more to us than we think in these 3.5-pound brains. And then it talks about the other books in the series, The Eye of God and The Predicate. I like this picture at the very end. It says, there's a squirrel. It says, thank you, readers. I hope you enjoyed the book and enjoy the others in the series as well. Also, as you find them interesting, a quick online review will be the most appreciated. My thanks to God to you again. Stay curious. And all the best to you and yours. GFS. Well, Mr. Smith, you have projected a very fascinating series of questions for me to ponder, and questions that I've asked myself since I knew how to ask questions. And I highly recommend the book. So if you have a chance to go and read it, I would definitely say you won't be disappointed.